And so, folks, this is it. This is it. So you just saw, I just saw it there. Watching from a Daily Survival Center in Baptist community. Tappy is also watching. Let them take the lady to the hospital for further treatment. Tony Mayer, thank you so much.
Something strange happened in Liberia on the 10th of October 2025, where it was said a woman gave birth to a pig at a miracle healing center in Zwedru community, Grand Gede County. This incident attracted a whole community who came to see for themselves what they were hearing. And according to the narrative being put out by the religious leader of this said miracle center, a pregnant woman known as Mercy Gaye returned from her hometown to see the preacher, to see the religious leader, who also is a woman by the name of Mother Teta Kambole, aka Mother T. Now, put in mind that is Mother T, the religious leader, that is telling the story, that is telling the people what happened at her church, because it was in her miracle center that the pig was giving birth to. So she saw it firsthand, and she is the one telling everybody the story. And according to her, Mercy Gaye had complained about falling sick from time to time. The sickness keeps coming and going, and that was why she came to see Mother T, to see if there could be some kind of remedy, because the medications, the hospitals were not solving any problem. And according to Mother T, when she saw Mercy, she instantly had a vision from God and revealed to Mercy that, hey, you are carrying two things inside of you, and that the baby inside of her, so we are going to assume that Mercy Gaye was pregnant around this time she was falling sick from time to time. So Mother T tells Mercy that the baby inside of you has turned into an animal, and that she needs to pray to God to turn the animal back into a human child. And that was the reason why Mercy Gaye was falling sick from time to time and swelling up without any explanation. So basically, the two things that she was carrying, according to Mother T, is a human child and an animal, except they were taking turns. Whenever she falls sick, the baby turns into an animal, and whenever she feels better, the baby is turning back into a human being. However, Mother T, this religious leader, suggested that they prayed and fasted so that the thing inside Mercy Gaye's stomach would remain a human being. Mother T went on to claim that she and her congregation had been praying and fasting for Mercy Gaye. And during this fasting period, on the 10th of October 2025, while they were in the church praying, Mother T got a vision from God that revealed to her that Mercy is about to give birth. And that was when Mother T said she told her congregation, her church members, to go outside. How convenient. How convenient that the moment that Mercy Gaye is due to give birth, she, Mother T, tells her church members, who were supposed to be witnesses, to leave so that it will just be her and Mercy Gaye. And according to Mother T, after her church members left, she saw the animal coming out of Mercy's body. And it was in this moment she believed, or we are made to understand, that Mercy Gaye gave birth to a pig. Now, this story sparked a lot of outrage. It also sparked a lot of questions, and it also sparked a lot of curiosity, because many people came to the center to see the pig in question. And it looks as though a picture is circulating of what they think is the actual image of the pig. But here is the thing. People who went there could not see Mercy Gaye. They could not find the woman who gave birth to the pig. They only saw the the religious leader, Mama T. And she was the one telling the story. So bloggers and journalists who live in this community in Liberia have been looking for this Mercy Gaye. When the story started, they hadn't seen her. However, a video interview has been circulating that appears to be the said woman who was alleged to have given birth to the pig. Because when the story started spreading about one Mercy Gaye from a community who is pregnant and came here and has been going to the hospital and comes to this church, people started doing their maths, and they were only able to click on one particular woman who fits the description, a lady named Mercy Gaye. And she was immediately traced and interviewed. And this woman denied everything. She said, I don't know if it's me that the religious Mama T is talking about. She got it all wrong. That she did not give birth to any pig, that doesn't even make sense, that she does not believe that is even possible, that would she even be here if she gave birth to a pig. Although in the comment section, a lot of people have said maybe she's not the one, maybe there are multiple Mercy Gaye, maybe she's embarrassed and ashamed to admit she gave birth to a pig. However, there are people who have called the story bullshit, who have called it crap, because at the end of the day, it seems like only Mama T, Mother T, has the account of this story. If you recall, she has been telling her church members to pray. They've been, even when the said birth happened of a pig, the church members were supposed to be in church. So just at the right time, she asked all of them to leave. So only her got to see it. No other person has corroborated her story as to seeing the pig. It would be nice to even see the church members who were like, oh, well, we were there, she was getting pregnant, she was going into labor, and then they kicked us out. And then we came in and saw a pig. That would help her case a little bit. But that's unfortunately not the case. So far, only one person seemed to have this narrative. And so far, the real Mercy Gaye in this Mother T story has not yet come forward, because she herself claims that she got so many phone calls and so many people reaching out to her. And I guess that's what made her believe that she may have been the one that people suspect. She denies that she gave birth to a pig. She denies even being pregnant. So what was the main reason for this? If Mother T was lying, what was the aim? Truth of the matter is, over time, we've seen religious leaders pull stunts in order to pull crowd. Many religious people do this, including some of your pastors, the ones you go to church with. If they are not faking miracles, they are making people give birth to pigs, goats, dog, vomit lizard. They are casting and binding demons. They are chasing birds and bats. So at the end of the day, it's a common thing for religious people or religious leaders who own a church or a ministry to do what they can to convince people that, yeah, they are powerful. And I guess in this case, and in this story, Mother T mostly just sold herself as to how she saw vision. God told her this. She was looking, I like the fact that many Liberians are holding her accountable and asking all the right questions. Because if this was many years back, people would have fallen for it. But look at it now, a lot of people's eyes are open. A lot of people now have seen religious leaders for who they are. A lot of people have finally started coming into their senses. However, there are still people who are like, it happened, anything is possible in Nigeria, that there's nothing that cannot happen here, that they believe it happened, that the woman is just embarrassed and ashamed. Obviously, any woman who would give birth to a pig would hide, would run away, would not want to show her face, that we should believe that it happened. But playfully so, let's assume that it actually did happen, that she gave birth to a pig. So what does that now mean for Mother T? Because if you ask me, if I have to do my mathematics, which I'm not the best at it, but I can add and I can subtract. You claimed that you saw these two things in this woman's stomach. And you also claim that you have to pray and fast for God to fix it. And you've been praying and fasting along with your church members. But somehow, some way, she still gave it to a pig. That, to me, shows that Mother T, you are not as powerful as you claim you were. It would be nice, though, if she gave it to a pig and it turned it back into a human being in the process. But I guess in the argument, they'll be like, oh, maybe she wants to give it to the pig to prove a point. But, you know, where is the woman now? Where is Mercy Gaye? We'd love to see her. Another day, another drama.